Back at it again, and I came across this and I thought it was super interesting because I think it really represents what's really happening in this country right now. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this clip. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. Please forgive me for my sniffling. If I sneeze, if I cough, I'm recovering from being sick, so forgive me. All right, forgive me. But anyway, let's jump into this clip. And this clip is coming from a podcast that features several billionaires. Billionaires, right? Very, very wealthy individuals. And I think you guys are going to be really interested to hear what they have to say. Let's dive in.
A lot of the good work. I mean, again, like, man, as a Democrat who has been left homeless, who is now definitely in the center, but probably leaning increasingly right, I'm left yet again with an appreciation, despite the message of the Trump administration, because what those guys did.
Former Democrat, right? Left with an appreciation of what Trump did. Wow. I'm telling you guys, things are really turning around in this country. And it is beautiful to see. It is absolutely amazing to see. I mean, take my journey as an example, right? I wasn't always a Trump guy, you know? And then I just, why do I not like this guy? You know? Like, obviously, I wasn't, like, out marching in the streets or doing anything like that. But just, you know, I just didn't like the guy. And I was like, wait, why don't I like him? You know? And of course, you know, I started, obviously, you guys have watched the journey, started checking him out, listening to his speeches, listening to some conservatives speak versus Democrats, hearing those types of debates. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I've been bamboozled. It's crazy.
Was pretty incredible in hindsight. These Abraham Accords, the accords with Israel and the GCC, the almost accord between Israel and Saudi, to really be able to, like, find a long-lasting peace is just a real example for the world. And you know, those guys did a lot of really good work. And
it's a miracle, actually, when you look at it. What they did, you know, despite the fact, listen, I'm no fan of Trump, and I am too homeless.
But this is where,
but can I say this? But if you want to objectively look at what they did, it was good work. It was great work.
You have to. And in fact, this is a moment where you have to start to re-underwrite, like, is your, not you, Jason, but I'm just saying collectively, is one's Trump derangement syndrome causing more damage than anything that Trump could have actually done? And I think the answer is yes, because, like, it's now causing us to not see that good work and then embrace and extend it. So much of the work that happened in that administration turns out to have been right.
Trump proven right once again, baby. I'm telling you guys, there is a shift going on in this country, the likes of which we've never seen before. And we've heard several people talk about it before. And honestly, I think that's why, you know, this administration is pushing to try to throw Trump under the jail, because they know what's coming. They see it. Trust and believe me. Yes, some of these people who are out in front, right, that are the face, yeah, they might be a little, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be politically correct here, trying to be nice, you know, keep it PG because we on YouTube, right? They, you know, lights on, but nobody's home. It might seem that way. Got it. Cool. But the people behind the scenes that you don't see, that, in my humble opinion, are actually pulling the strings, these guys and gals, possibly, they're very, very intelligent. Very, very intelligent. They're playing chess, not checkers. I mean, just look at the way the Democrats move. Say what you want about Democrats. Obviously, I'm not a Democrat. You guys know that. I don't need to go into the whole spiel. Say what you want. But Democrats move strategically. And it pisses me off when I watch Republicans do a bunch of just BS. And I'm like, yo, I'm watching Democrats just move so strategically. You don't think that's coming from higher up? I do. I think there's somebody behind the scenes that's pulling the strings, that's putting people in this position and that position, telling people, you know, giving individuals a message, and they're all, hey, you better get in line or you get knocked off, right? Not literally knocked off, just like knocked off politically, right? I wanted to make that clear. I probably shouldn't have used that word, those words. But yeah, I think the people at the very top are playing chess, not checkers. And that's why I always bring up when people try to come at Trump because he doesn't say the right thing or doesn't do, the right thing in the moment, I'm like, he has to play chess. He cannot play checkers with these folks. He plays checkers, he loses. Period. Point blank. He plays checkers, he loses. He comes out and he makes a stance against abortion, he loses. 10 times out of 10. And yes, we can say abortion is wrong to the high heavens. You could say it all day long, 24/7. It means nothing if you can't change policy. How do you change policy? You win. You can't win by making that statement out loud like that. I'm just saying, hate me if you want to, disagree, but in my humble opinion, that is a fact. You can't win with that. You just can't. Look at what happened with the midterms. It was supposed to be a red wave. It turned into a mist. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to speak from facts and not emotions. Y'all know the saying, facts over feelings, baby. Put our feelings to the side about abortion. Yes, we can all agree. It's the wrong thing. But you got to win. Nothing else matters until you win. I'm just saying, right?
And that's what's so frustrating for me. The work on the border wall. We didn't like the messenger, so we killed the message. Turned out it was right.
Facts.
Issuing long-term debt to refinance when rates were at zero. We didn't like the messenger, so we killed the message. A structural peace in the Middle East. We didn't like the messenger, so we killed the message.
Yep.
When are we going to stop shooting ourselves in the foot? And when are we going to actually see and take the time to look past who is saying things and actually listen to them word for word? I'll give you an example. I started to tweet 3 links a day over the past 3 days. And the only reason I did that was that I thought things were so hyper contentious and hyper partisan that I just wanted to show a few sides, right? And one day I found a couple links, 2 of which, one was from Jonathan Greenblatt of the ADL, who I thought had a very powerful message. And one was from Mike Flynn. And his message was also actually pretty powerful if you just read it. And if you took the names off, all the content was so valuable, both points of view. But the minute it goes into the world, people immediately judge and they kill the message because of the messenger. And this is exactly a moment where you have an opportunity to just stop doing that because the stakes are so high. It's infuriating, actually, quite honestly. It's infuriating to see it.
We had this last week on the show when we were talking about reducing spending. Matt Gaetz is not the perfect messenger, but his message was the message we've been talking about, which is, hey, we have to control spending. So I can understand people not liking Matt Gaetz.
I also have to disagree with this whole, isn't the right messenger thing. I think we gotta, what's a nice way to say this? I actually saw, this is funny, and this kind of relates to this video, and I'll tell you why in a second. Well, I'm sure you guys will figure it out. I saw a video of this car driving down the road, and the couple in the vehicle behind them pulled out their phone and was recording. And in their back window was a message, there was like a digital board with a message rolling across. You guys have seen those before. And the message said, breaking news. The world is running out of tampons because there are too many pussies, or something along those lines. And I say that because it's like, goodness gracious, it's actually true. And what I mean by that is I just feel like people have just grown to be so soft. So soft. Oh, he said it the wrong way. I don't like what he said. Oh my gosh. Oh, he didn't say it correctly. So, what he said was facts. Who cares? Oh, Matt Gaetz, he didn't do it properly. It was just only 4% of them. So, what he was saying was facts. What he was doing is what the people wanted. Like, we just got to stop with this soft stuff, man. I'm so sick and tired of people just being so soft. So soft. It annoys me so much to just watch people pout and cry because the message wasn't conveyed in the proper manner. He didn't say it the right way. I'm just like, never mind. I almost cursed. Do y'all feel me? Am I tweaking? Y'all let me know, please, because I don't know, man. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just too hard for this world or something. I don't know, man.
Which is, hey, we have to control spending. So I can understand people not liking Matt Gaetz. There's a lot of things to not like about him. I can understand people not like.
The only people that don't like Matt Gaetz are Democrats and rhino politicians. Everybody else loves Matt Gaetz and what he did. I'm just saying. Those are the only people. Democrats and rhino Republican or rhino politicians. I don't even want to call them Republicans anymore. Rhino politicians. That's it. Everybody else loves Matt Gaetz, as far as I can see.
Trump and
get over it.
Well, and then it's bizarre that his son-in-law went to do all this work, but yet he did it and it had success.
That's another example.
It's weird. If you send your son-in-law to do it, but I listened to the Lex Friedman podcast.
Okay, you know what? It's not weird because at the end, if you listen to this podcast, the most important thing that is resoundingly obvious about Jared Kushner is that he is incredibly thoughtful and incredibly competent. And why did we have to spend years being fed all of these stupid lies? Because one can judge for oneself, but Jared Kushner is thoughtful, he's smart, and I thought to myself, I was fed all these lies for years about how this guy was like moping around in the shadows and this and that, and it was all not true.
So yeah, as you can see there, man, I mean, absolutely incredible stuff, right? This ain't the time for I told you so, guys, because I know a lot of you are probably feeling that way, and I get it. I do. I really do. I sincerely see your perspective on things, but you got to understand, I was once one of those individuals. Look at me now, right? But if you would have berated me at some point during that journey, I could have turned back the other direction, right? And yes, some of you are going to say, well, you just were talking about people being soft. Well, a lot of folks, including myself, probably was soft at that point, right? So I think the better message that we should be pushing out to, our Democrat brothers and sisters is extending an olive branch. Come on over to our side. We'll treat you right over here. We won't snake you over here, right? Because we've seen the instances of individuals saying, maybe I chose the wrong party. I've showed you guys the clip of Malcolm X saying that about Democrats. I've showed you guys the clip of Martin Luther King saying that about Democrats. Maybe the Democrat Party is the wrong party. We've checked out the clip out of New York when AOC and I can't think of his name, Nagler, I think his name is, where they were all, out in front of the migrant hotel and talking about all this fancy stuff, and you had a bunch of Democrats yelling, close the border, close the border. I'm sure you guys remember that clip. But there was also a clip that I put in there where, some Democrats were speaking about how they felt like they had been lied to, right? They felt like they had been bamboozled. We need to invite them to our side. Same thing with this whole Hamas situation. There's a lot of Democrats who are feeling like, man, maybe my side is actually the side of the bad people, right? Maybe I did choose the wrong side. We need to invite those people to our side of the political aisle. Hey, come on over to the true Republican side, baby. Come on over. You have individuals like, what's this gentleman's name? Chamath. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name here. I apologize. Chamath I'm not even gonna say his last name. Chamath P. Okay, who are realizing, I chose the wrong side, and we need to continue to invite these people to our side of the political aisle, and not, point the finger and say, I told you so's, which I get it. You have every right to feel that way. I understand, but you don't have to express it. This is a game of chess, not checkers. You push people away, you possibly could lose. We need to win. I'm just saying, and I'm all about winning, baby. So that's what I have to say. Y'all let me know what you thought about all of this in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.